Hi, and welcome to Dog Fostering 101. I'm Jackie Adams, foster mom and learning and development professional. This podcast is for anyone who's new to fostering, thinking about saying yes for the first time, or navigating those early days and looking for practical tips, because fostering changes lives at both ends of the leash. Welcome to the Foster Fast Track series, quick practical episodes designed to help you build confidence fast. Before we jump in, I want to give a quick thank you to Dr. Lisa Gunter, whose research on stress, shelter environments, and short-term fostering has shaped so much of what we understand about helping dogs adjust. Her work is the heartbeat behind today's episode. Today, we're talking about one of the most important parts of fostering, something that can make the entire experience smoother for both you and your foster pup. How to reduce stress in the first 72 hours. And here's why this matters. A calm first 3 days can shorten decompression, prevent behavior issues, build trust faster, and create an easier path to adoption. To make this simple, I'm breaking it down into 3 buckets you can remember. Create calm, create clarity, and create comfort. Let's start with creating calm. When your foster dog walks through your door, they may be carrying a full emotional backpack. New smells, new humans, maybe a long transport, maybe some trauma you'll never fully know. Even if they look relaxed, their stress hormones are usually high. So the very first thing you can give them is calm. And if you've never fostered a fearful or shut down dog before, let me give you a quick picture. One of my former fosters, Simon, arrived at the shelter at 2 years old with fresh scabs from a botched ear crop, open wounds, and so much fear that animal control had to tranquilize him to bring him in. When I brought him home, he spent the entire first week living in my master bathroom because it was the only place he felt safe. He would quietly peek from behind my bedroom door to watch me, but if I acknowledged him even in the smallest bit, he'd scamper back to the bathroom. I had to carry the 65-pound puppy outside for bathroom breaks because he was too shut down to walk on his own. That was his starting point. And slowly, very slowly, he began to trust me. Every morning for the first 5 minutes, he needed his reassurance that he was okay, I was okay, and we were okay. That's what decompression looked like for him. And that's why creating calm matters so much. So, what does creating calm actually look like? Keep the first day quiet. No visitors, no big welcomes, no overstimulation. You're setting the emotional tone for your home. Think of a dog stepping into a shelter for the first time. You've got bright lights, noise, barking. Now imagine the opposite of that. That's what you're creating. Next, give them a safe zone. This could be a crate, a cozy corner, a gated off room, anywhere predictable where nothing scary happens. If your house were a map, the space would be their home base. And as you're listening right now, picture your home and think about where the quietest spot is that a dog could decompress. Now, let's look at the second bucket, create clarity. Uncertainty is stressful for humans and even more stressful for dogs. So clarity is calming. And one of the best ways to do this is to keep their world small at first. That might mean one room, one routine, and one door for potty breaks. Freedom expands as our stress goes down. A small world feels like a safe world. Predictability is calming and structure helps them settle. Gentle enrichment also fits here. Go for options that soothe instead of stimulate. Things like the snuffle mats, lick mats, scatter feeding, or a frozen Kong. Think lower the emotional load, not wear them out. Now, the third bucket, creating comfort. This is where connection begins. Slowly, softly, and entirely on their terms. Start by watching for any stress signals. Dogs rarely communicate overwhelm through big, dramatic behaviors. More often, you'll see small things like lip licking, yawning when they're not tired, whale eye, turning their head away, freezing, or shaking off. These aren't misbehaviors, they're communication. And when you notice them, your response is simple. More quiet, more space, more predictability. Next, let affection be voluntary. If they lean in, great. If they need distance, give it. The phrase I always use is invite, don't insist. That one mindset shift can completely change the relationship. Take it slow with resident pets too. Use things like scent swapping, barrier greetings, or parallel walks. Very short, positive interactions are always better than long, stressful ones. Slow is smooth, and smooth becomes safe. And finally, normalize rest. Your foster might sleep a lot, sometimes 16 to 20 hours a day. This is completely normal during decompression. They're not bored, they're healing. Let's do a quick recap because repetition is what makes learning stick. If nothing else stays with you, remember these three things: create calm, a quiet home, and a safe zone; create clarity, a small world and super simple routines; create comfort, voluntary affection, and gentle, low arousal support. These three buckets are your entire 72-hour strategy wrapped up in a way that you can actually remember, hopefully. Here's your action step for today. Choose your foster dog's safe zone. Just deciding that one thing now will help you make their landing even softer. And just to come full circle here, Simon, who once hid behind my bathroom door and had to be carried outside because he was too afraid to walk, now lives with a family who sees the good in him and loves him exactly the way he is. Those first 3 days were the step towards the rest of his life. Your foster might just need that same chance. To hear the bigger picture behind all of this, be sure to tune in for my upcoming interview with Dr. Lisa Gunter. We explore how fostering transforms dogs, how it changes the lives of people who care for them, and why it strengthens the entire community, as well as what research is still needed to support this important work of fostering. If you like this fast track episode, that conversation will deepen everything you just learned about. Before we wrap up, if you want to go even deeper on this topic, I also recommend bringing a new dog home from Maddie's Fun, which walks through what decompression can look like in a real life and how to set realistic expectations during those early hours and days. Pairing that with their decompression checklist for dog fosters can help you stay grounded and intentional when everything feels new. We'll share those links to both of those resources in the show notes below. Thanks for joining us for this Foster Fast Track episode. Now go snuggle a pup and have a great day. Thanks so much for joining us for this episode of Dog Fostering 101, everything I wish I knew when I began fostering. This episode was edited by Make Your Day Richer. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to follow us and check us out on Facebook and Instagram. Now go cuddle a pup and have a great day.